Hey, awesome people, it's Brendan here with a brief sidebar from the trundling towards the end of Beautiful Poison. I got distracted by this pop song, which is actually a cast-off from Beautiful Poison. It's called I Want It Back. In October of 2015, I was obsessed with trying to find the right way to introduce our main character, John Conti, and I felt like his main pop song, You're the Only Girl in the World for Me, was not sufficient and didn't give us enough backstory. And I was obsessed with trying to make a John Conti singing in his own mind, explaining himself moment work. I felt like we needed to hear directly from him how his life has gone down the tubes, down the toilet. We now have what I think is a slightly more elegant way of doing that with the song One Hit Wonder. I'll link to that in the Patreon blog entry, but this was like a stepping stone on the way to that. And it's a stepping stone that has been sitting on the cutting room floor ever since then, and I really love it, and I wanted to bring it out into the light of day. So I made it. I made the full version of it, and I'm going to share it with you today. Once again, this is cutting room floor stuff. This is not going in the show, but I just couldn't stop singing it, and so that's usually a sign that I should do something with it. So here it is. Let's take a quick look at the Logic file. So I'm almost using basic Logic sounds exclusively here. Take a look. We've got 6 tracks of backup vocals, mostly just because the I Want It Back's in the chorus. I wanted to be a little bit differently processed, and then the oohs headed down here. There's a drum set called Portland that ships with Logic now. It's called Portland because I guess it's supposed to sound like indie rock. I don't know. Does it? I cranked up the snare and the claps a little bit. Sunburst Electric is my favorite of the old school Logic guitars. Sunburst Electric and Edgy Muted are the two that I keep coming back to. Logic doesn't advertise them anymore. I guess they think they're really old samples, and why would anybody want to use these? But I think they're pretty great. And then Massive Saws, a super 80s synth. I'm trying to make this song sound like it's John Conti's hit from 1987. I don't know if he was making music back then, but that's what I was obsessed with when I was trying to write this song. So it's definitely, this is the song that I did way back in the day, and it sounds like it. The bass is the Trillion, the Spectrasonics Trillion modern bridge pickup only version with lots of great and like just thumpy sounds as well. So that's that. Let's hear the song. Here's mix 2 with just a little more sweetening. Ta-da!
Took it for granted. When I had your love, I gave it away. When I had your love, I never imagined I could lose it one day. So you pulled away from me just a little, then you pulled away from me a little more. By the time I looked around, you were long, long gone out the door. Had, girl, I want it back. That summertime comfort and joy, that feeling that you are the only girl in the world and I'm the only boy. Yeah, I want it back. That sense of adventure, I want it back. When we knew you were on the right track, and you never know what you got till it's gone. And I lost that love I was counting on. This thing that we had was oh so fine. Now it's no longer mine. I want it back. Yeah, yeah, I want it back. inside my mind, I can be all honest with myself. I can admit the truth to me and not to anybody else. That 15 years of singing this namby-pamby little ditty has got me drowning in self-hatred and self-loathing and self-pity. Cause I hit it big with this song, yeah, I went to #1. And when its run going up and down the Billboard charts was almost done, I played the stadiums and I was opening for the Stones. And now I'm not what they listen to on their little mobile phones. And the audience is dwindling, yeah, the audience is bailing. And I try to write a follow-up hit, and I just keep on failing. And this frickin' song is a millstone round my neck, it chokes my throat. It doesn't mean what it used to mean, like the way it meant back when I wrote it. Cause when we get to the chorus, yeah, this is the funny thing. When we get into the chorus and they all haul off and sing, this song was all regret for lost love and how I spoiled it. But now it feels like the song is about my career gone down the toilet. And every time I sing it, I get more depressed about it. I wouldn't have a paycheck if I tried to play a gig without it. When I try to write a new song, I'm all stymied and I'm haunted. Cause when I get up on the stage, if I don't give them what they wanted, they will throw tomatoes at me. They will make it very clear. They want the song they came for, yeah, they only wanna hear.
I want it back, that feeling we had, girl. I want it back, that summertime comfort and joy. The feeling you are the only girl in the world and I'm the only boy. I want it back, that sense of adventure. I want it back, when we knew we were on the right track. And you never know what you got till it's gone. I lost that love I was counting on. This thing that we had was oh so fine, and now it's no longer mine. I want it back. Ooh, 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 I want it back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want it back. Yes, I want it. I want it back. I want it. I want it. I want it back.
All right, so couple of things to point out. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but at no point during the song does John Conte ever say, I want you back or I love you. What he says is that this thing we had was so great, now that I don't have it anymore, I want it back. Like, probably this song would never have made it to the top of the charts because it is so standoffish and impersonal. It's like, we had this great thing going when I wasn't paying attention to you. You left me because I wasn't paying enough attention to you. So I love, we're not using it, but I love the fact that it illustrates what a self-centered jerk he is at the beginning of the story. And how little regard he has for anyone else except himself. And then in this bridge where he's like, I guess, performing the song in the club and thinking to himself while he performs, oh, this song is a millstone around my neck. He's so focused on himself. He's so self-centered. And like, he doesn't remember that it's his job to shut up and play the hits. It's his job. That's like in the contract. When you say, oh, it's time for me to be a rock star now, you have to shut up and play the hits. You just do it. That's your job. As James Taylor said, that's why I'm here. I'm here to play Fire and Rain again and again and again. The next song from the show that's coming is not as poppy. It's much darker. I'm going to do the gunshot song. The big dramatic moment at the end of Act 2 next. But thank you, my patrons, for being with me on this journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'll see you soon with another song. Say goodbye, Rory.